Alright, good example and welcome to my second video in pyleap. And today in this particular video or in this particular lesson, we are going to learn about how to create an animation in pyleap or how to animate an object in pyleap. So today in this lesson, we are going to create something like this. You see that the sun is moving towards the west. As the sun increases its x and y value or the coordinates, you see that the darkness prevails. As the sun passes by the edge of the canvas, you see that the canvas has completely become dark, as if it's become night. So in this lesson, we are going to create something like this. So for this, I already have a code written and kept ready for us to start coding. So this is the piece of code that I requested all of you to memorize, because this piece of code must be used time and again when we talk about drawing objects in pyleap or when we do something with the pyleap programming. Now, before animating an object, let's try to draw some objects, because without objects we cannot animate objects, right? So for that, let's first try to draw a big rectangle X background. So bg, I'm creating a variable called bg here and then trying to draw a rectangle, and the x and y coordinates are already written down in a piece of paper, so I'm just noting down it from the paper. I want to set the x value to 0 and y to 0, and then with the width of 900 and with the height of 600, so that this rectangle covers the whole canvas or the whole window. I want a color to be black, right? And then close the bracket. Now the variable is being created, object is being created. Now we must call it, or we must draw the object. So for that, pg.draw, open and close the bracket. Now try to run the program, and yes, we have the black background, isn't it? Now let's close this and try to insert an image. So to insert an image, we must locate its position, its name, and its file extension. I have a folder named images here. So inside this folder, I have a picture named, or I have an image named 1D with the file extension JPG. All right, so I'll close it. I'll close this as well and then open the code. Now image equal to sprite. So for image, the name of the class is sprite. Over the bracket, inverted comma. I told you it's stored in the folder named images, so I have to write the name of that folder here, images slash, and the name of the picture image was 1D, and its file extension 1D, right? So its file extension was jpg. Close the inverted comma and comma. Now you have to note down the size of the image. So I want the size of the image to be half of the canvas, so 450, width 450, with the height 300. All right, and then close the bracket. Now here 450 is the half of 900, 300 is half of 600. All right, now when let's try to draw this image. image.draw, and then try to run the program. You see that the image, oh sorry, something went wrong there. Let's try to find the error. Okay, the spelling of the image is wrong here, so it's TUE, right? So let's run it. Okay, now we got the image here, but then the image does not cover the whole canvas because we have the black portion towards the ends here, right? So let's try to let the image appear in full screen. So for that, let's try to make let's try to scale it out. Image.scale scale equal to maybe 2. The default scale of the image will be 1. So if we increase it to 2, it will be a full screen, or it will cover the whole canvas. So exactly the whole canvas is covered by the image now, right? Now let's try to write a text saying that sunset at 1D, okay, equal to text, and then let's write at sunset at 1D, and then I want to position it at x-axis 297 and y 37 with the size 50, and then its color to white. Now let me draw this text, run the program. Yeah. Oh, again something went wrong. Tex, the name is not defined, so I have written here txt, but down there I have written tex, so that is the mistake here. So it should be txt, right? Then run the program again. Yeah, I got the word here, sunset at 1D, right? Close this. Now let me draw uh, a sun. Okay, let me draw a sun. So for that I want to name it as sun equal to circle. The bracket, I want this circle to be somewhere in 81, x-axis 81 and y 572 with its size 225, and then its color yellow. All right, now let's draw the sun. Dot. Yes, I got the sun here now, right? Now our job to draw the image or to draw the objects are fulfilled. Now the next thing we are going to do is to animate the sun. I want the sun to move diagonally somewhere here and then pass away, right? So for that you have let's try to animate the sun. Animating the sun, right? So for that I want the sun's x value to increase it by 1. This particular code will let the sun take x value by 1. So as it moves, it's going to take the value of x by 1. So as it keeps moving, the value of x will be increasing by 1, will be increased by 1. All right, now let's try to run this program. Yeah, see, the sun is moving towards the west, and each time it moves, it's taking the value of x by 1. But then this doesn't look realistic, doesn't it? It's moving vertically. I want this sun to move diagonally somewhere here. Okay, so for that I should also set the sun's y value. So for y, sun dot y minus equal to 1, I mean 0.2, something 0.2, right? So this particular code again is going to decrease the value of y by 0.2. All right, so let's try to run the code again. Yes, it's increasing the x value by 1 and it's decreasing the y value by 0.2, right? When the sun passes away, or when it is behind the canvas, nothing happens to the image. The image is clear as it was earlier, isn't it? But in reality, as the sun sets towards west, we see that the darkness prevails, isn't it? So similar to that, let's try to let's try to let the darkness prevail as the sun passes through the canvas. So for that, I have to set a condition here. Before setting the condition, we must you know we must set opacity for the image and the sun. The default value of opacity is 1. 1 means opaque, okay, and 0 means transparent. All right. Opacity attributes works only in window dot clear. If this window dot clear is not used, the opacity is not going to work. So in order to let the opacity work or function well in this program, you must use this window dot clear method, right? Now let me set opacity for image dot opacity, or opacity equal to 1. I have to set opacity for sun as well. Sun dot opacity equal to 1 as well. Now if okay if sun dot x if sun dot x greater than or equal to 680, when the sun reaches the x value to 680, I want the image opacity to decrease by 0.001. 0.001. So this means that when the sun reaches the x value of 680, the opacity of the image is going to decrease by 0.0001. That means it's going to become transparent by this value. And then as the image becomes transparent, the background image which was kept black is going to appear. All right, so that's how we do it. Now let's try to run the program. Now see, look closely and see what happens. See, as the sun moves towards the edge, you see that the darkness is prevailing, right? The sun passes the edge of the canvas, you see that it has completely become dark. So this is how we animate objects in pyleap. Thank you for watching my video, and if you have any doubts, please do let me know, and have a great learning ahead. Thank you.